You are now tuned into FNL Radio.
Keep making noise! Keep making noise! Yeah! Real Talk Radio with DJ Friday night in the basement. Friday night. Friday night.
Hey, what is up, everybody, and welcome to FNL Live. Everybody, it's your boy Monique. I got Monique on the your boy Doc. I got Monique on the other end as well.
Harry, what's up, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? How you guys doing out there tonight? And all my loves. Reggie done fuck me up. I can't even get my shit out and get my shit together, goddammit. But how my loves doing out there tonight?
No, people, I was not trying to do two jobs at one time, everybody.
Taking 2 checks at one time. What's new?
Anyways, everybody, oh, how we have missed you all. But tonight, we're not doing a proper FNL show because, as you all know, when it's an award show that's near and dear to our hearts, everybody, we got to come through with the after show for you all. So that's what we're doing because tonight, the 2018 BET Awards went down live from Los Angeles. And me and Monique watched the show before we did this show. So we got a lot to, you know, some concerns, some comments, and some questions. And we hope you all, you know, been tweeting with us as well. So I got some of y'all tweets I'm going to read for you all on tonight as well because y'all had some concerns as well. But definitely thank you all for watching with us while we're live tweeting. And we got some stuff to cover with you all for tonight, everybody. So as you all know, Jamie Foxx was the host tonight. And what was your thoughts, Monique, on Jamie the host?
I have seen better. You know, in the words of Leandra Johnson, better days are coming. I don't know. And I believe he's hosted before, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
Back in the day.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think in my heart of hearts, there will never be another host like Monique.
No.
You know, yeah, that
like get money and you're trying to get the chain on your glasses like Monique.
That particular BET Award show where she opened up and she did the whole Crazy in Love performance. She killed it. And then her whole just hosting the entire show. So you know, I was kind of disappointed because I love Jamie Foxx. I think he is an awesome comedian. And I just expected a little bit more from him. I did enjoy the part where he was talking to Danny Glover, Childish Gambino. And did I say his name right?
Donald Glover.
Yes. I was saying Danny Glover, Mister. Ain't that Mister? So when he was talking to, Donald Glover, Childish Gambino, you know, when, you know, he was dancing like he did in the video, This Is America. So that part was funny to me. I did enjoy that. Other than that, it was, I don't know. Like I said, there will never be another host like Monique. That's just in my heart of hearts. What did you think? Yeah,
I mean, my thing was, because Jamie is cool, but Jamie's like one of our seasoned, you know, entertainers. So not saying that he's not funny and things like that, because he definitely has some funny moments and stuff like that. But it comes across like, all right, is it going to be too corny? Like for me, it was too Black, you know, Panther driven. Like, of course, we're happy. You know, we did a whole Black Panther movie day for our community and stuff like that. So of course, we were all so excited for Black Panther this year. But even Chadwick Boseman is tired of doing the Wakanda Forever. Like, so, you know, it's kind of like, it's been, you know, 7 months, well, almost 6 months now. It's kind of like.
Yeah. That's something else phase on in, because that is slowly phasing on out.
Exactly.
So I do get that. So, again, I expected more just because, again, he's one of my all-time favorite comedians. And, you know, I thought he was definitely going to be more, you know, a whole lot more funnier than, you know, what he was. So.
Yeah. And like you're saying, too, with Monique, you know, like we all grew up in that era when Monique hosted the award show like 3 times, and she did every era of Beyonce. At one point, she did the Crazy in Love Beyonce. She did the Deja Vu Beyonce. So it would be cool if she did, like, although she burned a lot of bridges in the entertainment industry, you know, we all discussed this on the show a few times back in the day now. But I feel like it would have been cool if they would have just had her this year, despite everything that's been going on with the whole Netflix deal and stuff. Yeah. If they just had her on this year, even just to do homage to Beyonce. Even last year, they could have did that when Beyonce was in attendance at the show, actually, where it could have been, was that last year or the year before? It was the year before, 2016. Yeah, but they should have had her in 2016 just come out and do, like, you know, a Lemonade something. Or last year, they could have had her do a Lemonade something. That would have been cool because, like, Monique is skinny now, so she could have done the moves a lot better and stuff like that.
And she has, and Monique always has great energy.
Yeah,
that's what I love about her. Her energy is always great. She knows how to get the crowd hyped. She knows how to move the crowd, and she knows how to keep them there.
Exactly.
You know, again, and we'll talk about it a little bit later, but you know, my attention span very short already, and I was bored. Like you said, I was on Amazon looking up chains for my glasses, like Monique. You know, again, I was, you know, I really think I'm gonna get me some Christian Louboutins, and so I looked up a few different pairs that I saw that I wanted. So, you know, again, I was kind of, I don't know. And you guys, you know, tweet us. Let us know what you think. Let us know how you feel. Who do you think would have been, I don't know. And again, if not Monique, I think I would have liked to have seen Anthony Anderson host again. He was actually good the time that he hosted, I think. Or has he hosted twice? I can't remember.
Yeah, he hosted twice, him and
Tracy Ellis Ross. Yeah. And they were actually pretty good together.
Yeah. So, well, Will and Jada from back in the day, they did that. Or, I mean, even Steve Harvey, I guess, could have came back or something. You know, he's the original host, him and Cedric Entertainer. But, yeah, it was kind of like Jamie. And, I mean, it was, like I said, it was good for what it was. But, you know, Jamie's one of the people you got to keep on track, though. He got that ADD symptom. So, you got to keep him on track or he'll go off the rail. And then well, it ended like 30 minutes late tonight, but still, you know, for what it was worth, it was good. I was going to tell you all the winners, but apparently BET is like us here on the show and then update stuff on time. So right now, there are no complete list of winners because, you know, they didn't televise all the winners tonight, surprisingly. Well, not surprisingly, because it wasn't a big A-list presence in the audience this year. You know, you didn't have...
Yeah, I jotted down some things in my note section on my phone, and it was pretty much the things that I was paying attention to. So I do have that Tiffany Haddish won for Best Actress. And this was a new category that I had never seen before, but Best International Act. Had you ever seen that before? I had never seen that before.
See, they did it last year, but they did it like during the pre-show, so they didn't show it to us like during the actual live show.
Okay, so I believe it was a young man from Nigeria that won that category, but Stefflon Don actually was nominated in that category. And like I was telling you, I honestly thought that she was gonna win. As much as they play that damn song on the radio, Sirius XM plays that song every 5 minutes.
Yes.
So I honestly thought that she was gonna win. You guys know she sings that song. Heard you got a new girlfriend. You know, and it's hurting me. So I honestly thought that she was going to win for that. Best movie, of course, went to Black Panther. I guess hands down, we all know that was you know, pretty much going to be the best movie. Or that movie was going to win that category. And that was pretty much all I paid attention to as far as awards. I don't know if you have anything different than I have.
Yeah, let me see who I picked up here. Apparently they slowly bringing in some of the winners, but of course they didn't bring the best female R&B pop artist or the best male R&B pop artist or the best female and male hip hop artist. So we don't know those winners yet. I'm pretty sure Cardi won Best Female because Nikki was there in the audience, and they didn't televise the awards. So I'm pretty sure she lost, and that's why Jamie tried to compensate with those glasses of champagne. But for what I have, what we saw on TV, best group went to Migos. Best collaboration went to DJ Khaled featuring Rihanna and Bryson Tiller with Wild Thoughts.
Oh yeah, that was one of the first awards they gave out.
Best new artist went to SZA, or as they say in Richmond, SZA. And shout out to SZA too. She was on the vocal rest for a while because she almost permanently damaged her vocal cords. But she said she's coming back in formation now, so she's getting better now. The doctor, well, they didn't show this on television, but this is one of the ones they're slowly updating right now. The Dr. Bobby Jones Best Gospel Inspirational Award went to Lecrae featuring Tori Kelly for I'll Find You. Let's see here. The Coca-Cola's Viewer's Choice Award went to Cardi B for Bodak Yellow, who she's not there because, of course, she's with child carrying the baby right now. And that's all they announced on TV, people. So the other awards, I keep refreshing the page, and we ain't got no winners yet. So BT.
Let's go on and jump into these goddamn performances.
Yes, everybody. So as you all know, we love the meat of the bones of the show, which is the performances, everybody. So that's the first thing that we always got to talk about, because we got some questions, comments, and some concerns regarding these performances. So let me go ahead and get y'all updated here real quick on these performances. Let me get my list up here. So the first performance of the night, people. So it wasn't even more so a performance. It just felt like it was just the opening to the award show, but they threw J-Rock in there. Now, J-Rock, he has this great new album that's out right now, and the song that he performed was Win. And like I said, J-Rock is a dope artist. His album is pretty dope and everything. But I felt like that wasn't the time for him to. Usually during the BET Awards, when they open the show, especially during the Stephen Hill years, because Stephen Hill no longer works for BET, so you can tell the difference when Stephen Hill is producing the award show to what we saw tonight. But usually at the opening of the show, we'll get someone like an artist we haven't seen in a long time. So when they had the Fugees do the reunion, or they had Jennifer Holland Hudson with Jennifer Holiday.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, like memorable opening performances, like when Beyonce did Freedom with
Kendrick Lamar. Yeah.
Kendrick opened one year, or you had Beyonce when she did Crazy in Love for the first time 15 years ago. So it's like open performances that memorable. It wasn't memorable for me. Like J-Rock is a great artist on TDE. He could have had like his own performance during the award show, but not opening. And yes, he's from LA, but it still was like it was too Jamie Foxx and stuffed animal Black Panther like driven. It wasn't like really focused on J-Rock. So,
and I told you that J-Rock reminded me, the performance actually reminded me of something that of H.E.R from Black Ink Crew Chicago. You know what I mean? Like right there on that cusp of, of okay to being great. You know what I mean? Like you said, I don't really know much about J-Rock, so I can't speak on what type of performer he is. But what I can say is I don't think that should have been an opening performance. But it was a decent performance nonetheless. But I just don't think it was strong enough for an opening performance. Like I said, he reminded me of kind of what we see on Black Ink Chicago from H.E.R. It teeters that line of being okay and working its way up to being great. That's just my personal opinion. And you guys also feel free to tweet us and let us know, what were some of your favorite performances of the night as well.
Yes, definitely. So let me see here. I had y'all stuff up here. Let me get back up here. And his album is called Redemption, everybody. So make sure you stream and support his album that came out last week. I had your name up here, baby girl. Let me find it real quickly. This thing when you tweet a lot during the show, you don't realize when people retweet a lot, so you got to go through this whole list. Her name is at Lady LA 5000. I made my mention in my comments about it, and he basically, told me that, he's from LA, so, it was, you know, the right thing to do. You said they in Los Angeles, they started it right. And, you know, then I said, yeah, but he could have, you know, could have gave him his own platform and not with the Jamie Foxx clownery. And, you know, you agreed with that. So that was one thing regarding that performance there with the opening. But like I said, it would have been great if it was more so driven towards J-Rock and his solo aspect as opposed to Jamie and his clownery. Then the next performance she had was Motivate from J. Cole. Now, surprisingly, now y'all know J. Cole did the record Black Prophets, and he did a little sneak diss towards Wale for a little bit. Now, you know, Wale is from the DMV, he's from DC, but he got a little crazy tick energy in him. So, you know, he's one of those people got to do a wellness check on. But he's been doing his, and his, you know, getting his life centered. So when he was on the Breakfast Club the other day, he seems like he's back in a better place. But he was on stage during the performance. So that was like a dope thing to see grown men actually put the differences aside and squash the beef and get on stage, which would be nice if Drake and Pusha probably could have done that at the BET Awards, but none of them was invited this year. And Daniel Caesar performed on the record as well. And, you know, J. Cole gives you that, you know, that think piece. He gives you that spoken word as type of performance.
That's they woke type of piece.
Yeah. So, you know, it was a great performance for what it was. You know, definitely one of the favorites for the night for me. So I like the J. Cole performance. KOD album, you can stream that right now as well, people. What was your thoughts on J. Cole performance while laying on stage?
It was pretty cool. It was dope. I can't, you know, I don't have anything bad to say about it. So I think it was a dope performance.
Yes. Then next we had Migos. They kind of drained the energy for me because usually Migos are like the turn up kings. I don't know if they didn't have enough lean in their system or something happened. They took a melatonin, but it wasn't there for me. You know, I don't know if Offset been too busy catering to Cardi B's needs every day, giving her Chick-fil-A ice cream cones and getting her pregnancy cravings and stuff like that running around town. Maybe the accident gave him a little drain or something, because when they did Walk It Talk It, the video was hyped because it had that Soul Train inspiration to it. In the 70s, they had the Wiz and the whole platform shoes and everything.
Yeah, and that's what I kind of thought when they opened with that performance. That's what I kind of thought that they were going to give.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, they were very stiff. They act like they could not walk.
Yeah.
And they are young men.
Yeah.
So like you said, I don't know if you have enough lean in your system. I don't know. The performance was very dry to me. And then they and even stir fry, even that was like mediocre to me.
Exactly. Like, it's, you know, like I said, they got the best ad libs, they turn up and stuff like that, and they keep you hyped. But I was just like, is this over yet? Like, you know, it wasn't what they used. They might have been tired. I would say they tired. You know, get ready to perform, you know, go on tour with Drake this summer. So maybe they've been practicing a lot or something. Quavon say don't want to have to keep carrying the group. So I don't know what's going on. So I just, you know.
And Sister Yolanda Adams, while we talking about stir fry, let's get on you, because when she got flashing the cameras on your ass, and every time we lick, your wrist was twisted like it was stir fry. And if I'm not mistaken, and you know I'm a little old, I did have a birthday on Friday. I did turn 38. But if I'm not mistaken, ain't that talk about cooking crack cocaine in the kitchen?
Exactly.
What would you dance for? What were you dancing for and getting hyped for? I thought you were singing for the Lord.
Exactly, and knowing the words word from word. Now, I was like, what in the Church of God in Christ is this? Because I thought that, you know, you out here singing, you know, open my heart and things like that. But here you are, wrist twisted like a stir fry, and you on every camera angle. That like the Keisha Cole this year. You know, Keisha Cole at every award show, they always got an angle on her in the audience singing somebody's song. Yolanda, that was you this year. Like, what's going on, baby girl? Like, this not the Yolanda I know from Sunday's Best.
Girl, I was like, what is that? That's not this song about drugs and crack cocaine, cooking in the kitchen. But at any rate, honey, I don't know what spirit did hit you, but it was one of the Lord. Not the Jesus Christ I serve. How about that?
Exactly, but it's dope though. I mean, like we say, like the trap in the church is intermingling now because Lecrae got an album with Zaytoven. Zaytoven's like one of the trap producers right now of our generation, and him and Lecrae got a trap album. It's called "Let the Trap Say Amen." That's coming out next week. So me and the whole new generation with gospel now.
I told y'all a few years ago she loved LUH God. Okay. So I mean, I guess if you like it, honey, you'll love it.
Yes, she started this trap gospel trend along with Ty Tribb did as well, and somebody else did a trap record too and gospel. But times are changing because Yolanda Adams singing Stir Fry, and I got the video. I had to post the video on Twitter for you all, and y'all been retweeting the hell out of it because, like I said, this not the. I don't want to hear this at church next Sunday. That
was very disturbing what we saw. That's all I'm going to say.
Exactly. Time to be alive, everybody. But besides that, also you had Miguel. He performed with his dreads. He did "Come Through and Chill" and Skywalker. Like he did new arrangements of it. And like Monique was saying, we were talking during the show, like "Come Through and Chill" is like one of my favorite songs because it's very relaxed. It's like that old Miguel that we knew from like the first album and stuff. But like this arrangement, Monique, her comments on it.
Will was very different, and again, I told you, like all of his songs, like he has a very distinct voice, so you can always pick out a Miguel song. You always know it's him on the track. But again, the arrangement, the particular arrangement that he did, it was much slower. It was just very different. I didn't like it. Luke Skywalker was okay, but I mean, the fact that that's if I'm not mistaken, and again, I'm now don't somebody rap on that song. So all he did was say the hook. So yeah, I think I don't know. I feel like Miguel probably could have performed at the pre-show versus the actual main show. That's just my personal opinion. Like I said, but I did like your outfit, honey. It sounds like you channeled your inner Teddy Riley and Aaron Hall back in the day from when they were gay.
Yeah.
So I did like that outfit. Minus the tennis shoes that you had on with that white suit. But again, like I said, I just felt like that was a performance that probably could have been done at the pre-show versus the main show, the main stage, because I didn't like the arrangement of "Come Through and Chill," and then the fact you just sung the hook. I mean, which is what he sings on Luke Skywalker anyway. I just didn't understand why you didn't have to gather who is that raps?
Travis Scott, no relation.
Yeah. That's ain't that Kylie Jenner?
Yeah. Her big
So.
But nice stage design though. The stage set was very 80s. Reminded me of I forgot it's something. It was a game back in the 80s in the commercial. It reminded me of that. It gave me like little 80s, kind of vibes to it. But it was cool and chill and stuff like that. And then you also had like they do the BET Matters, Music Matters segment. So H.E.R did War. His album November, you all check that out too. It came out last year, but it's a very nice R&B album. Then you had Nicki Minaj. She came out. She did Chun-Li and Rich Sex. Pretty much it was the same set design that she did on Saturday Night Live a few weeks ago. Chun-Li grew on me because I liked the song, but I didn't think it was like that song. But it grew on me after hearing it a lot of times, so I can't deny that.
Same way with me. I mean, I ain't saying that I would be channeling my inner Yolanda Adams and be doing all the words to the song. But, like you said, after you hear it a certain amount of times and, it has that fast beat to it, it make you tap your foot and dance a little jig here and there.
Yeah.
And that Rich Sex, that song, I think that particular single was just released like recently. So I haven't heard that enough times on the radio. And again, I mean, she gave her old nasty usual, performance, half dressed and titties out, ass out.
Mm-hmm.
you know, crawling around on the floor, twerking, pussy popping.
Yeah.
The same on Nicki Minaj. So I mean,
Popping her Pastor Troy. Now, this is the thing, Nikki. You know, you've been in this game enough years now. There was one point in time when you actually started doing better performing wise, and not to take away her performing credits and stuff like that, because like she will bring the energy in the sense, but it's like Nikki, sometimes like a song like Chun-Li in particular, say the words to the hook. It's not that much energy to say, I'm Miss King Kong, Miss Chung-Li, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't take that much energy. And then doing even the rap parts, they make me to be the bad guy. You can say that part. It's not that much energy. You're not losing breath off of that part. You didn't dance that much in the song. So, I mean, Nikki, just...
Yeah, and the way she was dressed, I actually expected her to be able to do like a dance routine with her dances. That's what I thought that she was going to do. I was like, well, goddamn, I could have got up there and did more than she did.
Yeah.
Oh, two-stepping and then just crawled around on the floor. I was like, okay, well, that's interesting.
I mean, you did nasty crawl on the ground, but you know, other than that, Nikki, we just gotta get your performance game up real quick. But apparently, you do better when you're at the VMAs, though. So we'll see if you're at the VMAs in August if you do better performing wise there. But then she also came out and did Big Bank with YG, 2 Chainz, and his golden attire, and Big Sean, and they did Big Bang, nice little performance. She had to go on the pink situation, pink unicorn and whatnot. So. That was a nice performance too. I particularly like 2 Chainz outfit, like I said, because 2 Chainz brings the I don't know, it's like a gold aluminum foil kind of installation bag situation. I liked it though. I like that gold attire. So, you know, that was good. And then what else? Then the next performance was her and Daniel Caesar. So her did started off with Focus. And then you know, that song has been out for a good while too, but it just started catching on. So it's one of those songs they play like hell on radio. Of course, she's going on tour with Chris Brown next month for his Heartbreak on the Moon World Tour. So, you know, of course, she had to come out and perform. I like her, and I've been, like I said, I've been rocking with her. She was actually performed on the BET Awards a few years ago, but she was Gabby Wilson back then. So now that she actually has more momentum to her name now under the name H.E.R. So she has that clout now where she can actually perform on the main stage without having to be on the BET segment, the Music Matters segment. But, you know, she performed, gave vocals and stuff like that. She pulled out the guitar with a little Prince situation and played a little guitar riff to her song called You on her album. And then her and Daniel Caesar came out and did, I think, my best performance of the night when they did Best Part.
Yeah, and we talked about and we actually, when we had our show a few weeks ago, and we actually talked about the BET Awards, and we talked about, you know, the performances and the lineup, and we talked about who we would like to see perform, and that was, I know for me, and I think you also said it too, Reggie, we definitely both stated that we wanted to see her perform. But what I stated was I would prefer to see her perform with Daniel Caesar and they sing Best Part, and they did that. And it was a really nice performance. And then what I liked about it at the end, because I said this before on the show, that song gives you that whole D'Angelo and Lauryn Hill, Nothing Even Matters type of feel. And that's how they ended the song. They did a little rendition of Nothing Even Matters. So you know, that song can never be sung like Lauryn Hill and D'Angelo, but however, they gave their own rendition of it, and it was pretty nice. It was a good way to end their performance together. So I was glad to see that they you know, got to perform. And again, like you said, H.E.R. actually gives vocals. You guys see that she can actually sing live. Daniel Caesar, I don't know, I was a little disappointed in him. It sounds like he was talking rather than singing, and he had this almost like this demeanor about him. He looked like he was exhausted. Yeah,
exhausted or nervous, and then also his mic levels too. Like his mic levels were kind of down, so it was a lot of mixture and stuff like that. But either way, it was a beautiful performance out of the whole setup and stuff like that, you know. So clap bravo to, you know, Daniel Caesar and H.E.R. for that performance. And then the next part that we came up with, people was awaiting this performance. I was left a little dry though. I was wanting more, but the Anita Baker tribute. So of course tonight she won the Lifetime Achievement Award. They just announced that a few days ago. But she got a nice Lifetime Achievement Award. So of course, with that comes the tributes, and we were looking at the lineup when they were talking at the beginning of the show. It was like, okay, we saw Legacy name pop out, so it was like, okay, Legacy definitely is going to be on a tribute.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see Tyrese name with nobody else, so it was like, okay, well, we
Who
just
else is it gonna be?
so like yeah. So we saw that was Legacy, Marsha Ambrosius shot to Philly, and our good friend Yolanda Adams, Miss Stir Fry herself. So
and how that tribute began actually, Jamie Foxx started off at the piano, and he talked and did little, and it was almost like the comedy skit that he did years back where he was playing, the piano, and remember he did the skit and he was singing some Luther songs, and then he would talk in between.
yeah.
So it was just like that he did for Anita Baker. He sung a medley pretty much of Anita Baker songs, and then he kind of stated, I need some help. So Marsha Ambrosia came out first, and she sung, was it
let me see.
I want you here by me, baby. You rap. Did you sing Rapture?
Yeah,
she sang Rapture. Mm-hmm. And then Let Us See sung
Sweet Love.
Okay. And then Yolanda Adams rounded it out by singing
You Bring Me Joy. She tried to bring the gospel back around a little bit, even though her dress is tight. I was like, what Leandria Johnson do? But, she came back around.
But I think what I was taken back by, typically when they have those tributes, they have a lot more performers.
Mm-hmm.
It's typically about 4 or 5 of them in the performance. To me, the tribute itself is always much longer. But I guess if you want to kind of include Jamie Foxx in that, I guess that's kind of where the time frame kind of rounds itself out, if you will. Mm-hmm. But I know you and I talked, and we were looking for, like, as much as Layla Hathaway sings Angel, and they played that remake of Angel, which is actually really, really nice rendition of Angel.
Mm-hmm.
I guess everybody assumed that she would be singing Angel. I guess because Toni Braxton sings in Anita Baker's Register, kind of thought that you would see Toni Braxton, but I guess that would be hard because they consider Toni Braxton a legend, and I guess I don't know if it was most appropriate.
Yeah.
To have her singing Anita Baker songs, but I was looking for like Rochelle Farrell, who also has a very, very nice register, and she can sing like Anita Baker. So I don't know. And then I think I was most taken back. I don't know if I was most taken back, and you guys know I'm a Anita Baker and Whitney Houston hands down fans. I mean, hands down, no one can sing like them. You guys know I've said it 1,000,001 times on this show. Anita Baker is a songstress. Always will be. But I was rather taken back by that hair she had on her head.
Yeah.
Who went to Sissy Houston's house and snatched the wig off her head and put it on yours. They fucking ass beat. Yeah. She kept, and when she got up to give her speech, she kept patting it, she was digging in it, she was scratching in it. Yeah. And you guys know
rat tail comb just to get the just that good edge. I know when I had my my cornrows in real quick.
Go up you.
And it's like yeah, with the bun. I just need like a little fine tooth comb just to get it in real quick. Just to...
Yeah, and you guys know recently, there's been it's like always around Memorial Day, soon as it gets warm, a lot of like jazz festivals kind of kick off. Anita Baker has pretty much been on every jazz festival. Like she was in one in Miami, she was just at the one at the Capitol Jazz Fest in Maryland. And pictures have been floating around of Anita Baker as well because of her hair choices. and things like that. And most of those festivals, it's either rained or it's been real hot and humid. So, you know, she would have her hair up in a ponytail. Half of her hair would be in a ponytail. Half of it would be sticking up on top of her head.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, I think I would have rather seen you like that tonight versus that stuff that was on that shit that was on top of your head today. Other than that, honey, Miss Baker, I love you to death, honey. That does not change the way I feel about you, but bitch.
Yes.
Why did you let them go to Sister Houston house and put that shit on top of your head?
Exactly.
And then the other thing that we were waiting for was her to sing.
Yeah.
Again, I don't understand.
Yeah, because some of y'all tweeted me too, you know, because y'all thought she was going to come out and perform as well. Because like we said, typically when they do a tribute performance, the person who's being honored will actually get on, after they accept their award, they'll get on stage and, you know, perform, you know, that Rock has done it. Like you were talking earlier, Frankie Beverly and Mays did a whole 2-hour segment.
Yes, and Beverly hold them notes for all 15 minutes that he would normally hold them notes if he was at a jazz festival singing somewhere. The OJ State was ready.
Yeah.
Then, after, who was it? Trey Songz and who else performed that OJ tribute? Once they got off the stage, they was ready.
Yeah.
They was ready. So I'm not sure what happened. And Anita Baker, I don't know if this was some shade, but she was like, well, yeah, you know, this has been in the making for 4 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, when she gave her speech.
Yeah, and the thing too, I think we kind of beat up on her a little bit after the, you know, the footage of the performance that came out, or her looks and stuff like that. Like, of course, she was still, you know, carrying a note and all of that, but you can tell just from looking at Anita in the audience how, you know, her heart was full that she was being honored, that we're giving her flowers now. Because Anita is one of those people we hardly talk about like that. I mean, here on FNL, we talked about Anita like a few years ago when she had a Twitter beef with somebody, and Jennifer Holiday had to get in the middle of it.
And not only that, we also talked about her. Remember, she remember that company that sued her? It was like an interior design company.
Oh, yeah.
And they said she refused to pay the bill. So we talked about her then as well. But again, Anita Baker, and you know, she also was supposed to retire.
Mm-hmm.
But Anita Baker can still she can hold a note to any of these bitches these days.
Exactly.
She can still sing her ass off. Like, she sings down.
Exactly.
And, she actually in this I can't remember if it was the Capitol Jazz Fest where Regina Bell came out. There's a video floating around where her and Regina Bell sung together.
Fannie Mae performed at one of the events.
Yeah, I think that was the same one that Regina Bell was at. Yeah, so again, we don't understand why she would ever retire. I mean, Anita Baker is the shit.
Exactly, like her.
You know, that from that wig. Is a shit. But yeah, I still didn't understand. I don't understand why she didn't perform, you know, as many hits as she has. And I don't know if you remember this. I love the video for Same Old Love. That was when she was in the skating ring.
Mm-hmm. And
she skated while she sung.
Yeah.
So that's like one of my all-time favorite Anita Baker like videos. Yeah. And Rapture was another favorite video of mine as well. And I told you about, you know, when I used to rock my Anita Baker haircut. Uh-huh. And I thought I was a Miss Anita Baker. And my friend Chrissy was like, yeah, if you close your eyes and squint a little bit, you know, you get like that. But you know, I'm telling you, I was disappointed in her tribute. I don't think that she got the tribute that they've given again to Frankie Beverly and Mays, the tribute that they've given to the OJs.
Mm-hmm. And Tyrese is not that, but you know, Tyrese could have came out and did, you know, something. But I think
she remade lately. He could have sung that.
Exactly. But I think what happened too, I mentioned this earlier, the shift in the new producers for the award show, because like I said, Stephen Hill. If Stephen Hill was still involved, he would have everybody come out to that performance. He would have, like she said, Stephen Hill begged for 4 years to get this tribute done. I'm pretty sure he could have worked his magic and really got her to say, hey, just do one song with just a little a cappella note or something. But it's
that tribute that they gave to Patti LaBelle when who was it, K Michelle and Tamar Braxton. I mean, she just I feel like, you know, she did not get the tribute that everybody else got.
yeah, but at the end of the day, you know, she's still, you know, one of the best to ever do it. I know when I go to work in the morning, I'm going to have a Anita Baker's playlist on deck on Tidal because I'm going to be listening to some Anita Baker tomorrow. One of you all on Twitter, I'm trying to find your name right now, but one of y'all said that Anita, like, she carries peppermints in her purse. So I'm not going to try to go too heavy on Miss Anita Baker because Anita will shade you for one. Because remember, she gets her morning coffee and sit on the beach and mind her business, but she will block you in a heartbeat on Twitter. So I'm not trying to be one of her victims because she will block you and not explain why she blocked you. So I will not be blocked by Anita Baker on Twitter right now because we're putting our name right now on this promoting the show. So I'm not going to be involved with Anita Baker blocking us on social media. So Anita, we love you though, Miss Baker. So please come to. You see, I wish you would have came to the Hampton Roads Jazz Fest too. It would have been nice to see her perform one day.
Yeah, and that was this past weekend.
Yeah. So but
maybe, I guess maybe next year BNGB will finally get the tribute. This is new.
Yes, we're still BNGB. We're still putting out hope for that. And then what else happened? And then so then Meek Mill, you know, it was a big Philly moment because you had Kevin Hart, The Roots, you know, Questlove and Black Thought, and the sassy one himself, Lil Uzi Vert, came out and they presented.
Well, yeah, and I was actually taken back by his outfit. I expected him to be in a wedding dress with some tights on under it, but you know, his outfit was actually very appropriate. I just knew he was gonna come out in a wedding dress with a train with some tights on under it or some jeggings.
Yeah, with a little sassy pose, but Lil Uzi, they all. But they all came out. They presented Meek Mill performance. So Meek Mill, you know, he's been locked up for a long time. Stuff we talked about on the show and stuff like that. And he performed this new song with Miguel called "Undefeated." I said that the whole stage setup reminds me of very North Philly. You know, little badass kids in the street, broken fire hydrants and whatnot. But the mailboxes were clean, so that was a different change of events. But the performance itself, Joseph Side, was very powerful though, because you know Meek has been on this prison reform situation ever since he's been locked up for popping willies for like a what is it called? The whole a violation or probation situation that he's had since he was like a teenager that's still carrying on with him now. So it's been like an unfair situation. And the performance, like I said, was powerful. You know, showed one shot where the young girl who was playing with jump rope called Little Badass Child, when she gets shot, and they lay an American flag across her body, and he, you know, basically say, you know, doing all this justice for, you know, peace and all of that, but it's like there's nothing coming into the Black community. Like we're not getting any of that in return. So very powerful performance.
It was definitely a different type of song than what we're normally used to hearing from him. Typically, it's about selling drugs and fucking bitches and money.
Yeah, well, he's very loud on the song because, you know, Meek Mill is very loud. He's one of the people that turn the volume down.
Yeah, he normally screams and hollers, and his voice, he typically kind of screams like Van from Black Ink Chicago. Yes. But it's not your typical Meek Mill song, which I was, you know, actually surprisingly, it was surprisingly a pretty good performance, actually. Like I said, typically he's rapping about fucking bitches, money, and drugs.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was like you said, a whole think piece, you know, a stay woke, Wakanda forever type situation. And I was pleasantly surprised by that. So,
because y'all know me, I always was a Meek fan and stuff like that. But there's times I was like, oh, not a Meek performance. Okay, let me turn the channel real quick. This bathroom break, because it's gonna be the same type of situation. But like I said, this is like, it's cool when you see, you know, like in Philly, you know, when he was Meek Mills and he was a little dirty Rafiq with the dirty, dusty cornrows to where he is now, where he's actually maturing and actually wanting to make change and stuff like that. So it's good to see people mature and change. Are not always in the same. in their same, previous life. So that's really good. So clap bravo to me for that. Like I said, one of my favorite performances of the night.
I'm laughing because when he was performing, we were talking about that judge.
Oh yeah,
When the judge had him locked up because he was saying a boy.
because the Judge Janine, and I feel like Meek did a little shade in there too because there's one shot, like I said, when the little girl got shot, and the mother came over to caress the child who got shot, and Judge Janine did a movie, a low budget ass movie back in the day because she wanted to be an actress, and it was this low budget ass movie in Philly. And her son got shot, and she was like, "Where's my baby? My baby!" And she was just young. It was just, ugh. You thought Glitter was bad. She was horrible. But I feel like, the judge wanted Meek to do a cover of End of the Road. I don't know where the correlation will come for that, but if you get locked up for not singing the Boyz II Men song, I know it's a whole Philly forever type of situation, but damn it, that's not Meek's lane. So I don't understand, Judge Janine, why you was that pressed for a cover of End of the Road or Bended Knee or something that you wanted to do. I just don't understand. Motown Philly, I don't care. That's not worth it, baby girl. So that that was that there. And then LMA, she did Booed Up, top 10 hit right now in the Billboard Hot 100. Like I said, that song been out for over a year now.
But I'm concerned because I hope LMA got another single because, yeah, we haven't heard any other single. I'm just hoping that she's not going to be a one-hit wonder. Something tells me that she is.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you had another like chart topping single like you like Booed Up, it would be out by now.
Yeah, but I feel like they're still riding that wave because she's, Booed Up is still gaining at radio and starting to cross over the pop radio. So I think they're going to let it ride for the summer. And then by fall, she'll come out with something else. But she got a whole discography of good songs. So I'm just hoping that y'all actually catch on to the other songs and not keep ratcheting on to Booed Up. Booed Up reminds me of how, like in 2005, how Lil Bow Wow and Sierra had Like You, the cute little songs that people like to sing and stuff like that, the Let It Burn or the We Belong Together. I feel like she's in that vein now where it's like our summer ratchet cute song or whatever for the ratchet crowd. So, but I hope y'all support her after Booed Up too. So don't keep her a one-hit wonder, people, because she's actually really good. So
that's what I'm saying. I hope she's not, but
yeah, but she performed, and then well, we skipped. I watched it because we had to do it for research purposes. But Janelle Monáe performed Django Jane on her throne in her suit, and then she did I Like That. I usually like Janelle Monáe stuff performance-wise because she'll give you a visual. And Monique told y'all her opinion on Janelle last show, so y'all know how she feels.
I turned the TV and I told Reggie, let me know when she was off of my fucking HD. I don't know. I like her better as an actress. I don't think that I don't think she can sing at all. And her performances are always lackluster to me. So, she has a lot of energy, and I didn't see the performance. I don't know if she was jumping and hopping around the stage or not. But like I said, I don't think that she can sing. I don't think she's a great performer. I love her as an actress. I would love to see her act all day, every day, but performing, not so much, baby girl. And I think that I think what was catchy about her is, when she first came out, she would wear those tuxedos with the long tail. She had her hair in that beehive type of situation, if you will, because I even had my locks put up like that when she had that large, like I said, beehive going on in the front or whatever. So again, I think that her whole image or whatever, which was what was catchy about her.
Mm-hmm.
But she, now you've seen her do different looks and things like that. But like I said, I'm not interested whatsoever. But I would much rather see her act. I think she's a great actress. I loved her in Hidden Figures. Mm-hmm. I loved her in Moonlight. Something else she was in that I really liked her into. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But
And she did I Like That too. That's one of my favorite songs that's out right now. So she did I Like That. So that was good.
Like that song, oh me, oh man.
She missed a little bit at the end though. She at the end of the performance, she missed the note. I don't know if she's out of breath or something, but it was missed a little bit. But Jim Monet's Dirty Computer is out right now, available for streaming for purchasing via Atlantic Records and Bad Boy Records. So make sure you go and support.
I forgot was recorded. That was I forgot that we was recording. So that was not because we was talking about, but just God, this because you know I got less.
Moving on, everybody. Welcome to FNL. That's why it's so real on here. This Snoop Dogg was the last performer of the night, people. This why I was in a state of confusion. I didn't know what was going on. Like I was all for the Snoop Doggy Dogg going down memory lane, doing Snoop Dogg and doing what else he did?
Dogging dog.
Other song, not Nothing But a G Thing. Wasn't Nothing But a G Thing? No, he didn't do that. I feel like he did, but I don't think he did that.
You know what I wanted?
So one of my favorite songs, the next episode. Da, 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 da.
What I wanted him to perform was "Ain't No Fun."
But now that's not acceptable. Gospel performance now. That's on one of your playlists now.
Baby. That was my shit.
Yeah, and it came on the old school hip hop station the other day. I was in my car just rocking. I was like, even the Nate Dogg part. Now that's the most nastiest song and the most vile song. But we didn't know at the time, growing up, how vile that song really was. Yes. Now you talk about the Me Too charge, but
well, if corrupt give a fuck up at the ass, I was shit. That was that shit. Yes, but but a date rape situation going on a whole.
Yes,
running the train about it. A whole ass train.
Yes, but Snoop Dogg came in his best gospel form because he just had his new album, Gospel or the Bible of Love or something like that. And he performed with Ty Tribbett and someone named Sly Piper, the big guy that was singing with the dreads. They did a song called Sunrise and You. I was confused because I was wondering what Ty Tribbett was doing. I thought this award show was over because went to commercial break. Apparently the show came back and they were still performing on stage. I was like, what type of Anne Fran Fest, Gospel Fest is this, Emoji Fest or something? I was still performing on stage. Like, and then the little kids passing the mic back and forth. You got two jigaboos dancing in the choir rows on the side. I'm like,
yeah, then the audience, this man had two, like you said, he looked like a pimp and he had two hoes on his side. He looked like he was getting happy in the spirit. I was like, what kind of, this is some shit that you do with your damn congregation. I was like, what the hell?
I feel like I was in the episode of the Boondocks. Like, I don't know what's going on. But
like I said, like when we were watching it, Ty Tribbett is kind of it's like Kirk Franklin, who's the godfather of this whole secular gospel situation we have going on nowadays, because he can, write some lyrics, put them behind a beat, and and just kind of get that whole gospel crowd moving. Because that wasn't nothing but a gospel go-go song.
Exactly.
They sang at the end.
Not a gospel go-go song, but it was though. It was something that you see at the Mount in South Chesapeake. But it was,
And then there's another gospel song that Ty Tribbett has out. Well, it's been out for a while now. That song is old, but it's called "He Turned It." And I don't know if you've ever heard this song, but the beginning of the song is kind of make you want to do the tango. It gets real. Then at the end, it gets real fast, and it's almost like they start playing the organ real fast, and then that shout music. I was like, oh, this is. I don't know what that's supposed to shout and fall out of the floor and do the goddamn tango.
Oh my goodness! So
yeah, and I guess that's where your creativity comes in. I don't know what I'm going to hell or heaven if I listen to that tribute.
Yeah. Like I said, it's like listening to one of Monique's playlists, everybody. But so yeah, those were the performances right there for the night, everybody. Overall though, I would say this year's show, it was lackluster to me because, like I said, it's not always about the names of the people who's there at the show or the amount of A-list celebs and all of that. But I mean, Tyra Banks had an Angel Brinks outfit on and the stiff doll baby hair wig, so I was just in confusion of the whole night. But it's like the producers, though. I don't know if it's the producers' first time really producing the show for the BET Awards, but it just didn't feel like the start of the show. The ending of the show was, in Monique's words, bizarre. So I was like,
my mouth wide open the entire time at the end of the show. Because then Jamie Foxx was like, "Come on, children."
Yeah.
Come on up. And he was like, "Where's my kids?" And I thought he was talking about his own actual biological kids. Come on, children. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? And then the girl, he had the little girl, they was singing, and he had the little girl reciting the books of the Bible.
Yeah.
And she was reciting them really, really fast. I was like, okay, this is interesting.
Yes. So I BET, because y'all lost me in the first 7 minutes of the show. Y'all made it for a little bit, but this year wasn't really it. Like it wasn't.
I don't know. Maybe they'll get it right next year when they do the tribute to B&GB.
Exactly. At least mention her, but something. But earlier I was telling y'all Nipsey Hussle was out here smacking police and employees at BET. So he slapped the man with the 5-finger death threat in the middle of an argument where he could park his lips. So it's all about a whole parking situation. So he was outside the venue for the award show and he got into it with another guy. So it would come the issue was whether or not Nipsey could move some cones and drive through a restricted area. So when they block the cones off, you can't drive through this area, but niggas want to be niggas and move the cones. So that's when the guy smacks the traffic cone out of the hand of Nipsey's bodyguard, and that's when Nipsey Hussle had the 5-finger grip and smacked him real across the face. What the 5 say to the face? Smack. Shout out to Dave Chappelle and Rick James and Charlie Murphy. So that's when the officers came and decided to fight from escalating. He got back in his car. So Nipsey Hussle was late for a rehearsal and thought he could drive past the cones. So apparently Nipsey Hussle didn't make the award show because we didn't see him at the awards tonight, everybody. So the lesson of the story is people don't smack cones out of people's hands and don't smack them in the face too, because you could possibly catch a charge. So that's what happened with what you call it. Another thing too, I wish it would have dealt with the show tonight. People thinking about it. Shout out to Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover, and his pajama set. I really like the silk pajama set. But they just got him on stage and he did an impromptu, quick little acapella of "This Is America." Y'all could have just had him take Migos set and just did a whole "This Is America" performance, because it would have been crazy. Because the whole video is powerful, everything.
Well, honestly, I thought that they would have had him open.
Yeah, open or close the show instead of what they did tonight. But hey,
I mean, he didn't perform at all, which was very surprising because he's one of the hardest. He's kind of one of the hottest male artists out there nowadays. And then with all the success of Atlanta, I thought they definitely would have had him perform.
Exactly. They didn't have him perform Redbone when that was a hit. So BET, y'all slipping, y'all missing the marks. But so that's that right there. I do have some updated winners, people. So BET finally did update the list of winners. So the Best Female R&B Pop Artist Award went to Beyonce. Best Male R&B Pop Artist went to Bruno Mars. Best Male Hip Hop Artist went to Kendrick Lamar. Best Female Hip Hop Artist went to Cardi B. Video of the Year went to Drake for God's Plan. Video Director of the Year went to Ava DuVernay, who did Jay-Z's and Beyonce's Family Feud. And who else? The Best Actor Award went to Chadwick Boseman. The Young Stars Award went to Yara Shahidi from Blackish and Grownish. And Sportswoman of the Year went to Serena Williams. And Sportsman of the Year went to LeBron James. Album of the Year went to Kendrick Lamar for Damn. And the BET H.E.R. Award went to Mary J. Blige, Strength of a Woman music video. So those are the winners right there. I guess it's good. Mary J. Blige got an award in the
Love yourself.
yeah.
And wanna be with somebody else.
On that last year in that performance, but anywho. So everybody, that was pretty much everything with the show this year. I think we covered everything. We hit all the marks for you all with this after show. So I do thank you all for watching because the train is coming, everybody. So
get ready, bitch.
yes. So everyone, thank you all for watching tonight, everybody. Make sure you like and comment, subscribe to the channel, and leave your comments in the comments below as far as what you thought about the award show as well. People, you know, your favorite moments, your ratchet moments, how y'all really felt about Yolanda Adams singer Stir Fry. And thank you all for such a great night, everybody. Following us on Twitter and all of that good stuff. So we'll check y'all with another episode of FNL soon, everybody. But for the rest of the night, everybody, and the start of your work week, don't bust people's heads with bottles.
Use your motherfucking word, bitches. Use your motherfucking words, okay?
Yes, and people, and the new intro will be on the next show. I promise y'all that, cause I do got it distracted up. So I promise the new intro will be on the next show, everybody. So thank you again for watching, everybody. Y'all have a good night. I'm looking at my face, everybody, because she always give me the side eye about this intro. But peace, everybody. Y'all have a good night.
Good night, everybody.